lot of things happening in the world stage as of late. Matthew Perry of the TV show Friends, as you see it with his assistant. One thing I want to point out before I get into all the symbolism is take a look here at Matthew Perry holding the glasses like I pointed out before with Gates. Same thing, just like here with John Bolton. This has all to do with the all-seeing eye, of course, a reference to the single eye and being enlightened as well. Take a look here at Matthew Perry as well with the horn symbolism. So make no mistake about it, he's part of the club. Obviously, he's been around for a tremendous amount of time in Hollywood. And getting back to the imagery as I showed here with Matthew Perry and his assistant Brianna Brancata. And take a look, a closer look at the sweaters. And it says me here. Obviously, if you turn the M around, you'll get a 3. You flip the E around, you get your 33. And obviously, the black and white symbolism with Freemasonry. Now, again, all about symbolism here. Take a look here. What do you see here? This is Matthew Perry from an episode, a depiction of him in a bathtub, as you see here. Unbelievable. They're showing this. This is basically predictive programming for what's to come. And not only that, you have the symbolism like the rockets, the so-called space rockets by NASA, SpaceX, and Jeff Bezos with the symbolism as well. And it says longer. So you get the point here. This is not exactly a depiction of a bathtub. It looks like something else we all know. Now, in over history, there's been a lot of celebrities that went out the same way in water. And what's the whole point with water? And you see it here. 33. And this is nothing new. Same thing here, going way back in time with Natalie Wood, who was born Natalia Zakharenko. And as you see here, obviously, from Natalia to Natalie, and you have the lie at the end in the wood, just like Hollywood. And there are definitely people behind the scenes pulling the strings behind the names, controlling it all. And that gets into another individual, as you see here more recently, Aaron Carter, doing the Masonic sign of silence. Here you see him with the butterfly tattoo on the side of the head. This all has to do with transformation, as you see here as well, covering the right eye. This all has to do with the Antichrist as well. There's multiple things happening when it comes to symbolism. Just don't look for one thing. There's multiple things taking place. But the butterfly symbolism has all to do with transformation. Now, getting back to the whole water concept that's been happening over the years when it comes to celebrities. As you see here, Whitney Houston, as we know, in the bathtub as well, just like Matthew Perry. And that gets into her name, as you see here, Whitney Houston. It's a name that originated in Scotland. And basically, Houston, as it's spelled here as Houston, but it's pronounced Houston. Among early Scottish names, Houston has been spelled Houston, as you see here. So basically, the same pronunciation, just different spelling. And as you see here, the foundation of the name Houston comes from Houston, is derived from the trade of stonemason, literally a hewer of stone. This all has to do with Freemasonry, of course. And the point being, there's a lot of things hidden in plain sight when it comes to Hollywood. And getting back to Natalie Wood, the whole concept of the wood in Hollywood, like I mentioned, with Hollywood magic. Now, here's another example, not the same when it comes to water. When it comes to Prince here, as you see here in his compound in Minnesota. Same concept of just an amazing coincidence when it comes to Prince. He has this very famous song about being in an elevator. And definitely this is another form of predictive programming. So the whole concept of the elevator in this song was from the 1980s. And again, getting back to Prince's compound in Minnesota, take a look here where he has an elevator in the complex itself. As you can see here, how many celebrities actually have an elevator in their home, in their complex? And of course, back in 2016, this was a story, how Prince was found in his elevator, as you see right here. So definitely very interesting how this all comes into play. Just like as you see here with Chris Cornell in this music video, and how did he make his exit from the world stage? The same way that's being shown here. You know, this is not some amazing coincidence in my estimation. And even the album cover for Soundgarden, Pretty Noose. And that gets into another very famous celebrity, as you see here, Kurt Cobain. Same exact thing. This is the way he made his exit from the world, supposedly. And the name Kurt Cobain in numerology, Chaldean to be specific, 33. And Chris Cornell, take a look here at his name. Of course, not his real name, not his birth name, but you have that coded CC for 33 with his initials. And getting back to Kurt Cobain, take a look here at this one photo shoot. And covering the right eye, like I showed earlier with the butterfly symbolism, covering the right eye as well. I showed this many times in the past with celebrities covering the right eye as they're instructed. And definitely there's a deeper reason for everything they do or instructed to do, as you see here, covering the right eye. It's from the Bible verse, Zechariah 11:17. And this is a reference to the Antichrist, and his right eye will be blind. So make no mistake about it. Symbolism is key. They won't tell you with words what this means. They'll show you through symbolism, and you have to interpret it. You have to break it all down. And again, Kurt Cobain covering that right eye. And talking about symbolism, in conclusion, when it comes to Kurt Cobain wearing this flipper shirt, when you flip it around, literally, the mirror reflection, what do you see? Clear as day. Those 3 digits, and it looks like a tiny, tiny little airplane making its way to the 3 digits. So again, understanding symbolism is key to breaking down the truth that's coded in plain sight.